Okay, so today I'm talking about a console where back in the day they couldn't even give it away at the end of its life, which is truly unfair because it truly had some amazing games. And so today I'm going to show you my Sega Dreamcast collection. Okay, so I got a lot of the box. I absolutely love the Dreamcast. It's one of my favourite consoles ever. I spent so much time playing in my adulthood. I've got two box consoles. I've got the Dreamcast gun, loads of pads. They're actually filled with pads. I do actually have a couple more pads there. And VMUs, another box of VMU, the race controller, the keyboard, my Dreamcast I use the most, and my own Dreamcast personally made for me by my great buddy Martin AK. Getting his name right eventually. And yeah, I mean the gun's fantastic. I mean I've even got some weird oddities. I've got I picked up and I ain't got a clue where from. I've got like a Electronics Boutique AV cable, a Dreamcast Electronics Boutique SCART cable, and then there's a couple of musts that you must have other than the VMU. You've got your little vibration unit that you have to pop in. And I'm filming in the day today for a bit more light, giving this a try. What do you guys think? Let me know if I should film at day or night time, but I'm trying, but my house is so not very well lit. My absolutely favourite thing for the Dreamcast, I'm kind of jealous of old buddy Faith for what she's got, and this is the ASCII Fight controller. Now these are amazing. They're quite pricey today, but if you love your Street Fighters on your Dreamcast, like everyone should, it's just the best thing to own. They are so good. They are just absolutely amazing. I've also got a VGA cable to plug in and you know, onto a monitor for your nice crisp clean graphics. And I've also then got, I mean I've got all obviously the SCART cables, AV cables. I'm not showing you guys that, those there. We've also got this, which to be honest I'm quite sad about. That is the arcade stick, the arcade virtual stick. Because whilst it's okay, fun, you know, it's usable, it's, you know, not as good as the Japanese version. I just wish we would look Japanese stick over here. And I've got this demo of Blue Sting, which is the Japanese version, which given to me from my buddy Alex at Level Up Games a long time ago, just because I was talking about and reminiscing about when I first had the Dreamcast, which was the Japanese Dreamcast. And yeah, so let's get on to the many games. Got 18-wheeler, absolutely brilliantly underrated game. 90 minutes, meh, football game. Even though I like the football games, it's not very good. Aero Wins, back in the day, I went to, when I first started going to know my buddy Adrian, I took these down there, and even Aero Wings too. And he sort of showed his dad, and his dad was like, wow, this is real, the best thing ever. Alone in the Dark. I've always played the first part, but never actually got any further than that. Bangai, a great shooter. I have a lot of games, guys, so get comfy. The UK version of Blue Stinger, which is great in a super cheesy Chaos Break Resident Evil style. Buggy Heat, not a bad game. I know you guys keep seeing the monitor from the camera, but hey, I'll try not to. There you go, Buster Move 4. Cannon Spike. What can be said about Cannon Spike? It's one of the most sought after games on the Dreamcast. It's like an arena style game with 11 levels. It's okay, it's good for short bursts. It's a shame that it feels like it could have been the start of something big, but it never obviously went anywhere other than that version. So, boo! Capcom vs SNK. Man, did I love this when it came out. Shame we didn't get the PAL version of SNK Pro because they added the extra characters for SNK Pro. Carrier, once again your cheesy Resident Evil style survival horror game. Choo Choo Rocket, I have loads of these. These ones are factory sealed. Amazing game. I mean, you couple of friends, multiplayer, even back in the old day, online via Dream Arena, and you have a fantastic evening. Coaster Works, looks like theme park style game. Never played it. Confidential Mission, really great cheesy gun game on the Dreamcast. Where you obviously use a Brum gun, which I only have one, so I need to get another one. Now I have my lovely Sony telly from Mr. Rixie. Crazy Taxi. I mean, yeah, oh boy did I love this game. See my little Crazy Taxi car at the top there. One of my favourite little collectibles. This, when it came out, I didn't know much about it, but I bought it on release and my god, just played it for like a solid week and a half. Me and the ex was just constantly like, my go, you know, loose turn. Oh, it was great. Class B license. And they improved upon it in every way in Crazy Taxi 2. Not as many licenses in this one, but still kept solid gameplay. If I remember correctly, it's either this one or the first one, there's a hidden horse and cart instead of a taxi. I love those little bits Sega's used to do. Dynamite Cop, also known as Dynamite Deku 2 in Japan, which is basically the sequel to Die Hard Arcade. Brilliant, just as good as the first one on the Saturn. You know, awesome game. I've got to talk more, but I've got loads. You'll be here forever. Dino Crisis, played for it on the PlayStation. Yes, this came at the end of its life, and unfortunately near the end of the life I sold my Dreamcast to get PS2 just so I could play Metal Gear Solid 2 demo. Oh, hard times. But I've got this back and I've played it ever since, and that's Daytona USA 2001. This is a great game. The control can be a bit awkward, but my hint is really simple. Basically, when you're playing it, just as you're playing and you drive it, just hold the stick up, and it really helps with the cornering. Where it all began on the Dreamcast, Dead or Alive 2. Not the limited edition version that the Japanese got, because they actually had like extra characters and so forth. No, sorry, not extra characters, extra costumes. Deep Fear. Yeah, this is cheesy. You go underwater. It's a FMV style game. It's silly cheesy game. Deadly Skies. This isn't bad. This is of course it's me, so I get any plain game going. Yeah, it wasn't too. I didn't get very far. It's being really hard. Can you hear the Dreamcast soundtrack in the background? Painted by my speakers. Evil Twin. I picked this up because it's really cheap, and I have no idea what it was. I paid like £80 for this, like 5 other games, because this was one of the rare when I was going for the complete collection. So I haven't played it, so I haven't got a clue. I checked it worked, and that's it. Yeah, by the way, when I was collecting for a complete collection, I got, where did I get to? I needed 3, Taxi 2, Evolution 2 and Moho, but that was when I was kind of like, dude, what's the point? I'm never going to play these games. So, as you know, like the Saturn collection, I sold, I didn't sell that much, I sold about a quarter of it off to most of it my buddy John O. McNeil had, and some of it went overseas to Portugal and places like that. Just kept the games I wanted to play, and it's fun to play when my daughters want to play some games. Evil Dead, Hail to the King. Evil Dead? Evil Dead. Yeah, it's in the Evil Dead universe, which is not very good. ESPN's Track and Field. It's fun, it's serviceable, it's playable. Doesn't compare to the Winter Heat though. Echo the Dolphin. Yeah, this is a great little title that I've played a whole of 20 minutes of. Thought, yeah, this is good, I'll get around to playing it one day. All of my games basically have almost immaculate cases. There's 1 or 2 with a crack. But you know, that's just it. Dreamcast games in the UK, in England, were the worst casing ever. Why did Sega do it? Why don't they go with the American release of a normal CD case? Silly. Evolution, a great RPG that I think, if this is the correct one, in Japan it was called Climax Landers. I think Jason bought it. Yeah, Jason bought a Japanese RPG on his Dreamcast to play. Now, the little story there was I loved the Dreamcast. So when it was coming out, I did the worst thing ever when I was young, and I got myself a credit card. I got myself a credit card, straight online, ordered myself a Japanese Dreamcast with the Virtual Fight 3 Tournament Battle and a step-down converter. Got it home, realised I couldn't play it because the tellies weren't really compatible, so I had to get a PAL-to NTSC converter. Got that, played it. First thing I did was phone Tony up and put the soundtrack through the telly. Said, guess what game this is? But anyway, later on in the life, it came closer to the PAL version. It actually got delayed by, I think it was about a month when it was coming out in the UK, and Jason had his monies put by for ages. He was like, I'll get fed up. I said, dude, if you want, you can have my Japanese console, and you know, I'll just take the money and get the PAL version. So he jumped to that chance. I kind of regret it, but then again, I got a PAL machine at launch. But yeah, and it was fun, it was good. Jason still loves his Dreamcast. I don't think he has one anymore. Firefighters, this ain't a bad little game. It's basically a third-person shooter, split screen, 4 players. game I've never spent enough time playing, and I really like the original, and even this one, and that's Fighting Vipers 2. No Pepsi Man though, not even for the Japanese version, which sucks. But yeah, great little game. A couple of only a few new characters, but plays as good as the first one. The characters are nice, big and meaty, and the backgrounds have proper 3D. A game that is so ridiculously hard. It's stressful. It's one of the Sega guys basically made this game because it's experienced. He is driving his Ferrari. This was the first time me and Chris experienced the link up. We got the Dreamcast, so the link up cable, and played Ferrari F35. At least playing each other, we had a chance. You played against the computer, and if you dedicate some serious time to it, you're going to get nowhere. Grandia 2, sequel to Grandia 1, RPG. Never played it. Grand Theft Auto 2. Back in the day, I got this as a freebie. My God, what were they called? There's a game shop online that I ordered a game and they sent it to me by mistake. And they sent it to me on launch day. And I was kind of like, but I didn't order this. And they said, that's alright, Mr. Libby, just keep it and we refund you. So I was well chuffed with that. Yeah, I still didn't play it more than about 15-20 minutes. Took it straight down to town and traded it in for something else the next day. Gameplay, that's what they were called, Gameplay. They're long gone now, absorbed by Game, because Game in the UK has bought everything they bought. Well, Game became Electronics Boutique. No, Electronics Boutique became Game. Game absorbed Game Station and anything else that was a competitor online, and now they're slowly dying. Gauntlet Legends, a great game. Very different because it's like more bigger sprite based, bigger arenas, but it's great fun to play with friends. Going, yeah, I freaking love this game. This is another one of those games that when it came out I was like, I'm having that. Played it to completion quite a few times. Great little shooter. Worth picking up if you can get it for a decent price. Gunbird 2. Very different. This is more like you actually play as the characters than the ships, but you have special moves and stuff. But a great little shooter. Then if you can get it for a decent price, say £10-15, I would highly recommend picking it up. Headhunter. Damn, I wish I'd played this. Picked it up so many times. Even this I've picked up. Yes, I'm going to play for it, and I never get around to it. I will do one day. Heavy Metal Geomatrix by Capcom. Yeah, this isn't a bad little game. It's basically in an arena with heavy metal rock people, and you bash the shit out of each other. The House of the Dead 2. Great game. Just make sure you put it on to red blood, not green. Hydro Thunder. This game is awesome. This game's so good they actually converted it to Xbox Live. I think, if I remember correctly, Microsoft bought the rights to it. I played this to death. Once again, me and the X played this to death when it came out. It was awesome. We just didn't know what it was. It was relatively cheap, as I think it's one of the 1999 games Gameplay did. It was kind of like, should we get that? Yeah, let's get that, let's play it. And it was good. Incoming. Yeah, called something different in America. I can't remember what it was called, but our buddy Alex actually bought this one and he loved it. He went absolutely mad over this game. Yeah, it's a good game. Jet Set Radio. Yes, a game I really need to sit down and play. Even bought it on Xbox. Jimmy Watts Whirlwind 2. I bought this and I played this tons. I think me and Jason, or my buddy Peter back in the day, played multiplayer on this one evening for like the entire evening till the early hours of the morning. And it was a great little game. Nostalgia. Retro gaming and nostalgia, two of the best things ever. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. When this came out, I played the shit out of this. I completed it with every single character. And there was literally nothing left to do in the game. And when it came to Xbox Live, I thought, I'll play the demo, because you always got your little demo before you had to buy the game. I freaking hated it. I was like, yeah, I'm done with that game. K the Kangaroo. Yeah, never played it. It's one that the X used to play. Kids Psycho Circus. Yeah, this is a bizarre first person, what the hell's going on? I've got to get out of my basement and stop this demonic thing going on. Strange. Le Mans 24 Hour, another game I bought at launch. I tried the 24-hour mode, lasted like 40 minutes. Yes, gets boring. Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. Another series I've really not played enough, but I should do. Looney Tunes Space Race. This one's not too bad. Macken. A game my buddy Adrian, no glasses Adrian, didn't remember existed. First person samurai. No, you're imagining things, he said to me back in the day. No, no, no. This is the game. Hard. Too hard. The first person samurai game where you control the sword, you can see where it's getting hard. Marvel vs. Capcom. Man, did I go nuts. when this came out. I mean, Capcom were massively supporting Sega with the Saturn. And when they announced Marvel vs. Capcom, I was like, oh, please come to the Saturn. They were like, no, but it's coming to the Dreamcast. So I was like, hell yeah. And this is another game I played to death. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Wow, this is the pinnacle of the series for me, and it had so much unlockable. You can unlock costumes and you can unlock characters with built-up game points. Now I always have a memory of this. Oh my god, I played this to death. I unlocked everyone, and I was transferring the files from one VMU to the other. Instead of transfer, I clicked delete. Oh my god! So I started again, and over the space of 2, it got everything built up. I was like, right, I'm going to back this up to my other VMUs, and did the same thing. So I took a month off and did it again, and so I took a month off, started again on a separate VMU dedicated to this, and never transferred. I just left it. But the thing is, it was fun to play. It was irritating that I kept deleting the save, but it's absolutely great game to play. MDK2. It plays weird because you need 2 analogs on a Saturn pad, but not bad. Mr. Shiny. Metropolis Street Racer. Yeah, this is a great game. I love playing for it on the lawnmower on the London bus. Williams' Greatest Arcade Hits Volume 1. Defender, Joust, Robotron, Bubbles. What's that? Sinister and Defender 2. What else needs to be said? Millennium Soldier Expendable. Oh yeah, this is another one that Alex absolutely loved and played to death. Really cool top-down shooter where you like Marines on the ground. You've got your like guerrilla war style shooting around you. Mortal Kombat Gold, basically upgraded Mortal Kombat 4. It's not a great game, but I played it loads in a day. I mean, Mortal Kombat was just transferring to 3D, and some of the 3Ds ain't great, but I personally enjoyed them, and in fact I really enjoyed them. They're not great games, but you can get used to the mechanics, they're alright. And pick this up for a £5, great. Mr. Driller, yes, bought for the X because it's a daily puzzle game. NBA 2K, Sega's fantastic own-branded basketball games. These were amazing, along with the other ones you'll see in a minute. NHL games, purely because EA wouldn't release anything on the Dreamcast, so Sega did it themselves. And arguably, in my personal opinion, they were better than anything EA was churning out at the time, other than FIFA. NBA 2K2, sequel to the last one you've just seen. The next Tetris, it's bloody Tetris. NHL 2K, once again, made by Sega, freaking awesome. Nightmare Creatures 2, Survival Horror, never played it. The Nomad Soul, not bad, it's David Bowie, it's the David Bowie game, it's massive and goes on forever. Mine has no manual. No, mine has no manual, it's the only Dreamcast game I have with no manual. I have no manual! Outrigger. Now this is just another fun one of their cheesy not first person, they're gun games. It's great, it's really good fun to play. Pen Trissalon, weird like sports events games, but it's good in multiplayer. Phantasy Star Online, I got this back in the day because it came with a demo of Sonic Adventure 2. Never played it. The only Phantasy Star, as I've said before, I only played was the Xbox 360 Phantasy Star Universe. And I have Phantasy Star Universe. No, I have Phantasy Star Online 1. You can also have Phantasy Star Online 2. Okay, so we've got Planet Ring, a game that came out back in the day with a microphone. You can actually phone Sega up and you got it free. Plasma Sword, fantastic game. 3D one-on-one beat 'em up in the arena. Cool. One of these games come out, I knew nothing about them and I was so chuffed. Power Stone. And of course Power Stone 2, which is better, but the first one's still really good. I mean, why these games have never seen a release on PSN or Xbox Live, I don't know. PSP compilation wasn't enough. But these are great. When they came out, I played them to death. Unlocked everything, they were just fun. And you were welcome to the Power Stone Wars. Project Justice, sequel to Rival Schools, and one of the most sought after Dreamcast games. Fantastic, improves upon the first one in every single way possible. Psychic Force 2012, weird floaty beat 'em up, and it came somewhere for it was pre-owned from $7.99. Quake 3 Arena, really good game. I love playing it. I even played it on the Dream Arena with my really crappy 56k modem. I think it was 26k for the UK. But I played it and I managed to get quite a few kills. Rayman 2, sequel to Rayman. this time in 3D world, 3D universe, sorry. Revolt, a very little fun driving game where you like drive remote control cars. Ready to Rumble Boxing. Yeah, this is a good game. There's a typical lovely back in the day sticker. All the shops. Yeah, it's a fun little boxing game, really big funky style. Sequel, yeah, improved upon it. That came out on PS2 as well, the sequel. Resident Evil 2, you know, I so wanted the Saturn port of Resident Evil 2, and I was kind of miffed when it was cancelled. But when Capcom said, like, here, have all these Resident Evil games, they certainly made up for it. Resident Evil 2. My personal favourite of the entire Resident Evil series, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Just the thought of being chased by that Nemesis scared the hell out of me, and it kept me awake many nights. The previously Dreamcast exclusive Resident Evil Code Veronica. Man, this is such an underrated gem. Everyone should play this. It's on the Xbox Live, and I'm not sure it's on PSN, but if it is, do yourself a favour and download it. I know it recently went backwards compatible on Xbox One. Rez. Now this is one awesome, funky game. Shooter, and make your music as you go along. San Francisco Rush 2049. Just pick up from Alex in the day. It's alright. It's alright. Sega bass fishing. Yeah, it's not bad. Especially if you've got the bass, the fishing controller, which I don't have. I have one for the PS2, but I don't have one for the Xbox. So try and find one in the world if I ever actually go and play it again. Now, when you was a completionist, you had to get this demo disc from the official Dreamcast mode, because it contained so it's Dream On Volume 8. It contained a demo. No, it contained the full game called Sega's World, which was an official power release, even though it was free. So if you want to complete the Fat PAL version, you needed that. Sega Rally Championship, okay, bit slidey, bit of a letdown to be honest. Sega GT, never spent enough time playing it. A little bit of time was alright. Sega Extreme Sports, same situation as before. This time you got like mountain biking and stuff in it. Sega Worldwide Soccer 2000 and Sega Worldwide Soccer 2000 Euro Edition. Absolutely great games. They're built upon the Worldwide Soccer series from the Saturn. Played as good. Graphics slightly improved for the Dreamcast. Just great fun games to play, and they're relatively cheap. They're about £5–6. They're definitely worth tracking down. Shadow Man. Yeah, game back in the day. I saw Adrian play for it for Duncan on the N64. But I'd give it a go one day. Maybe I will. Shenmue 1. Box complete. Shenmue 2. Come on guys, I don't really need to tell you that. Apart from Shenmue 2 was PAL exclusive in English to the Xbox version. Silent Scope complete. Really cool conversion of like a sniper game that had all the different versions from the arcade released into one package on the Dreamcast, and you get that big weird long gun and play it. Silver. Action adventure style game, RPG. Not my sort of thing. Skies of Arcadia. Yes, I'll get round to playing it one day. Like all my RPGs. Not as big as Tony RPG collection, but yeah. Sonic Adventure 1, Factory Sealed, would be everything nerd. Sonic Adventure 2, yeah, really cool game. Still never completed this properly, but I bought it on the Xbox and maybe one day I will. Sonic Shuffle, oh, if only it wasn't for the loading, this could be a great game, but every move you do, you know, it's your Mario Party with Sonic characters, it just loads, move, loads, make a move, loads, it actually ruins the game. Soul Calibur, this was like the things to come. I bought the Japanese version when it was released. It's like, wow, if Namco are doing this with the Dreamcast now, what have we got to look forward to? Nothing from Namco. Well, we did get more stuff, but it was pants! South Park, Chef's Love Shack. Yeah, like a compilation minigame thing. South Park Rally, not bad, better than the N64 version. Space Channel 5. Timing for you with Space Channel 5, if you can hear Space Channel 5 music. Yeah, this game kind of like, whenever you hear it, it makes you happy. Play it for a few hours, get hard, it makes you sad. But great fun game, and it's really cool this is actually coming to the PlayStation VR. That's going to be a couple of evenings of fun. Spawn, In the Demon's Hand. Yeah, it's a action adventure. I played a bit, but didn't really get that far on it. Spider-Man, everyone said it's amazing. I actually picked that up from Folkestone Express Games a long time ago. Star Wars Demolition. I find these games fun. It's basically demolition derby games with Star Wars vehicles. Star Wars? Star Wars. Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, our own sort of pod racer game. A bit different to the N64 game, but nice. Star Wars Episode 1 Jedi Power Battles. This was alright. This actually wasn't quite bad. Didn't finish it. I remember getting quite far in it. Star Lancer, space game. Street Fighter Alpha 3. Played to bloody death. Amazing with all the extras. And look, I got this from Express Games back in the day. I really hope you guys can see that. Yeah, I mean, this is obviously up there in price, but it's thoroughly worth it. Fantastic game. Better than the bloody stupid version we got in the compilations for the Xbox and the PlayStation. Xbox One and PlayStation 4. You know, just basic first version arcade ROMs. Silly people. Street Fighter 2 Double Impact, Street Fighter 1 and Double Impact 2, Street Fighter 3 version 1 and Double Impact. But the pinnacle of Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, man did me and Jason play this forever. Never got really perfect at a parrying system, but yeah, there's still not been a sequel in the storyverse to Street Fighter 3, because all the ones released afterwards are prequels. Come on, give us Street Fighter 4, but story progression. Super Magnetic Neo, this is a fun little action adventure game where you just use your head to magnetise yourself across little bits. Super Runabout, this is another fun driving game, but a lot more fun than the San Francisco Rush. Sword of Berserk, Guts' Rage, action adventure, hard, never played it. Watch Jason play it. Techromancer, which in my head still has like a Mecha Gookie in it, and I'm sure it has, but I know I'm wrong. Fun Capcom beat 'em up roboty game. Time Splitters! Yes, it's an RPG, so guess what? I didn't play it! Virtual Tennis, haha! My god, did this start like... this is amazing! Everyone in the world should own Virtual Tennis. Tokyo Highway Challenge, really underrated, say it's called Tokyo Battle, I can't remember, driving game. Fun, difficult but fun. Tokyo Highway Challenge 2, the sequel! Tomb Raider Chronicles, played this, didn't get very far. Tomb Raider The Last Revelation, played this again, didn't get very far back in the day. Didn't have much time. Always wanted to get in the Tony Hawk's, because everyone's going, yeah, Tony Hawk skateboarding is the best. So I bought them both. Toy Commander, now this I did. It's got like a demo disc of a Toy Commander game. And when it came out, I do believe this was free as well. Played it loads, and this is great fun. It's just toys and you go and destroy things in the kitchen. Toy Racer, now this is the one that was free. Yes, it's your toys and you race around the house with a 4-player split screen. Trick Style, you know, the floating skateboards from bloody Back to the Future. One of them, put it in an arena type game. Unreal Tournament, good, never played it loads. Urban Chaos, third person action adventure, that is all. Vanishing Point, driving game, don't remember it. Vigilante 8-second offense. Yeah, these games were alright, you just play the shit out of each other. Virtua Athlete 2K. It's their version of like Athlete Kings of Winter Heat, and it's not bad. It's not bad. It's quite cheap as well, so it's definitely worth picking up. Virtua Fighter 3 Tournament Battle, basically the launch game with it. The graphics in this game blew me away. Looking forward to the Saturn version, which annoyingly got cancelled, but it was worth waiting for. Virtua Striker 2000, version 2000.1 and 250. It's a football game, an arcade football game, it's not bad. Virtual Tennis 2, sequel to Virtual Tennis, bigger, better and more. Wacky Races, tacitly and mutterly in a racing game. Electrix Plus, yeah, this is a pretty cool game. Like put your blocks down and a little order escape. Really awful way. Worms Armageddon, yeah. Very good game. Worms World Party, never played this one, but obviously it's our first one. But more, we're coming to the end of my PAL games at last. WWF Attitude, never played it, but I watched Chris play it. Royal Rumble, never played it, but I got it. Zombie Revenge, not many people know this is actually an official spin-off to House of the Dead. It's a third-person action game. It's bloody hard. So one of the things, me and the ex actually played through it. It takes ever. It's a really long game, and it's really hard. But well worth it. You can pick it up for about £10. Definitely worth getting. So I'm not going to separate my import games into a different video this time. I'm just going to quickly pop them at the end. But everyone knows that If you've got a Saturn like the Dreamcast, you need to get the import collection. If you haven't got, you need to get an import adapter. If you haven't got an import adapter, you're missing out on the best stuff for it. And this is the best thing you can buy on eBay. What you do is you pop this in, and it opens up the world to all of the import games released. So I start off with my American games. D2. It's not very good. Caution Seaman. Developed by Leonard Nimoy, comes with the microphone, and yeah, a really good fun game to play. Raise your own fish which turns into a man type thing. Sega Smash Pack Volume 1, we never got over it, it was really irritating, but it does actually feature the best version of Virtual Cop 2. It's the best version of Virtual Cop 2 by far. It's even got Sega as well. Also got Sega Marine Fishing, sequel to Sega Bass Fishing, but of course didn't come out over here. Sports Champ, didn't even really know what this was. I messaged buddy Martin Aaron K. I was like, Martin, what is this? Is it worth getting? He was like, you must get it. So I purchased it. And yeah, it's like all mini extreme sports, all mini games. Great fun. Typing of the Dead. Yeah, this is good. Bloody hard. Really, really good. Now we're going to my Japanese games. Fire Pro Wrestling D. Godzilla Generations, which isn't a bad game. Shame I never kept my Godzilla themed VMU back in the day, because I love that. Guilty Gear X. A great game. Not one with the soundtrack though. The King of Fighters Dream Match 99. Yes. Has an English option and is brilliant. And of course you can do the cross-play with the Neo Geo Pocket to unlock stuff. And I have Sonic Adventure in Japanese. That was a cheap buy from Ian at Play Away back in the day. And of course I have my Sonic 10th Anniversary Edition. It has all the coin and all the content and everything in there. I have Tokyo Densen Band, which is a wrestling game. Hang on, I'll get you a better view. There you go. I have the recent purchase, Virtual On Otario Tangram. And my favourite import game, Vampire Chronicle 4 matching service, Factory Sealed. So this one's never actually going to get opened. I might find an open one day. No English option in that one, but still it's Vampire Savior and it's great. Of course the 4 matching service is what they've released in Japan so that you can play it online via their modem, which has later on in life got a broadband adapter. Now when I sent him my stuff last year, buddy Martin messaged me and he was saying like, oh, can I have that F1 game? Said, of course you can, no charge for you. Sent it to him, and of course being Martin, he sent me something in return. He sent me Ghostblade, which is brilliant game, fantastic game. Did not ask for it, but yeah, always appreciated. Super thank you for that, Martin. And yeah, so having that disc also opens up the world to games that never officially got released but were kind of done. And I'll show some off, but it's up to you whether to get them or not. Half-Life one, which is crazy because it was ready to come out. It's all something to do with, if I remember correctly, they couldn't get the save file down small enough, why they didn't release it. Echo, Sentinels of the Universe, Trigger Hearth Excelsior, and the crazy pricey Ikaruga. And then we have these, which you can make your own. So another Half-Life, Mega Drive collection. I mean, pretty much you can buy all these off eBay from people anyway. But they're in my collection. Under Defeat, Toe Jam Duel 3, 3.3 Triple Fet, which is obviously all the Street Fighter games. Wind and Water puzzle game, and Metal Slug. Those are my my them games. But that's all my official life. But yeah, you really do need to. I mean, for the price of this disc, which is literally a few pounds on eBay, there is a bigger version, which is pointless. The version is 20. It makes no difference whatsoever. All you need is this one disc. I do advise getting a separate VMU for your import games though. But yeah, I mean, I've got a small portion. I mean, there's even games released now for the import Dreamcast shooters. They're just, shmups, sorry, they're just awesome. They're constantly coming and coming and coming, so it's chuffed to see the Dreamcast still going. But yes guys, that is my Dreamcast collection. My PAL, my American and my Japanese games. Everything. But of course, if I've missed anything, there'll be pictures after this bit. But yeah, so come on guys, what memories have you got of the Dreamcast era? My biggest memory, which always sucked, is when I used to go into my local town into Dixon's, is when people were looking at Dreamcast to buy, the staff were always like, oh no, don't get that, wait for the PS2. And it was every single time I saw someone go towards the Dreamcast, the actual staff in the shop were always like, no, don't get that, wait for the PS2, don't get that, wait for the PS2. Very frustrating, because the Dreamcast, it's kind of like, it had a good little life, but the games on it are amazing. It has more AAA games on it back in than any of the other consoles. When the PS2 had AAA games, we got filled up with TAT, and the collection, the library, whilst it's massive, I still think the Dreamcast is better, more varied library. But that's my personal opinion, that's how I feel. I mean, I have more nostalgia attached to my Dreamcast stuff and my Dreamcast collection. And as everything else, I have none of my original Dreamcast stuff. Being a man-child over the last 10-15 years, I've been recollecting it back. And as I said, so I sold off some of the collections of games I'm just never going to play. But anyway, I've waffled on and taken up far too much of your time. Guys, I'm really chuffed that if you've made it this far, to comment down below, I made it, I'm alive, yay. But yeah, any comments down below, any thoughts on Dreamcast, any nostalgia that hits you when it comes to Dreamcast, or did you hear the people in Dixon's and other shops saying, don't get a Dreamcast, wait for the PS2? Not nice. Anyway guys, take care of yourself, and I'll speak to you again soon.